But for today, you have a private class, so it's very exciting for us. How were the activities that you did over the last couple weeks? How'd you find them?
They were good. I'm just having trouble like retaining vocabulary, and that's just like I think me getting back into it, and also and this is like not the class, this is a little bit more like me getting back into school again and trying to balance it with kids and full-time job and stuff. I feel like it would be more helpful for myself, and I'm trying to do it like if I did 15 minutes of Hebrew a day, and instead I'm doing like an hour on Sunday to get everything done. And then like
instead of spreading it out.
And like and so like I know that is not as ideal for like my review and language acquisition, and I just haven't quite figured out the timing of it. For myself.
Well, typically we're going to have about 3 to 4 activities, depending on how long, maybe even 5 if it's very short activities each week. So if you find the time to split it up and do one a day, then that's definitely the best way to give yourself a little dose of it each day. Some might be longer, some might be shorter, so it's up to you, you know, how the time management works. But in theory, that's a good way to do it. So how did you find the past tense activity? That's what mainly we're going to be reviewing today.
Yeah, it was fine. I really like this chart that's like up now is I think more what I was looking for, at least like when I took Hebrew before. I feel like because it was more of maybe in like a college, not that this isn't a college, like a more like it felt more, I don't know how to explain it without it. Like this isn't a bad college setting. I don't know. It felt much more like academic in its presentation in a sense. So it was like a lot of like, this is the like family of verbs, right? That's like the deber, all these, and then this is what the present tense conjugations look like, and then we got to past tense. This is what the past tense conjugations, and like one of them has like the little boots and like I don't know, like all for like the different ways it goes. And so I feel like somewhere in the back of my head is all of that, and so it's a little weird to have it like just like.
Did you also learn about the Shiva Binyanim before? That's also very common in most ways of teaching Hebrew. The like 7 different verb forms that you can have. That's pretty common. People like to teach that. So the method that we use here is a little bit different, as you've noticed, from a classic one, because the idea is to get people talking in Hebrew as quickly as possible, so that even people in the Mechina level are still trying to put together somehow a Hebrew sentence based on whatever knowledge they do have. Being that even if the grammar isn't perfect, as long as you understand the principle, you're still speaking Hebrew. So most of the grammar, while we obviously think it's very important to master and understand it, we're not going to spend as long with the, you know, fill out this chart, now another chart, do the 12 more charts, you know, those type of stuff. I grew up a lot with. But that definitely is something we're going to just make sure now while we're looking at past tense. I want to definitely make sure that we recognize both so that when you speak and when you see it written, so you know to recognize based on the suffix, is this in past tense, present tense, future tense, and also first person, second person, third person, and even, you know, male, female, singular, plural. There's a lot you can tell in Hebrew just from that. One thing I always prefer about Hebrew, it's such a hard language to learn in theory, is that one word can pack such a punch. Halachti, I walked past tense. You know, it's so much already in that short. Yeah. So any questions before we just start going through this chart?
No.
Okay, good. So if any of this at any point, I'm just going to read through it and review it. If any of it confused you at any point, oops. So let's go back. You can stop me. Okay, so if you are in first person singular, whether it's male or female, it does not make a difference. It's the T, the yod at the end is going to be halachti, amarti, nasati, achalti, any 3-word root that you can think of, just add T at the end, doesn't matter male or female. As soon as you get into second person for singular, you'll still, if you just see it written in a non-vowel way, you'll still just see that tav at the end, but you just need to know to infer based on the sentence if it's male or female, if it's not something written with vowels. And, you know, if you're trying to read it out loud, you need to just know based on that sentence how to pronounce it, because in a masculine, it'll be halachta versus in feminine, it'll be halacht. And in third person, it's just the masculine is just basically the root itself, halach, achal, amar, whatever it is, the three-letter root, pretty simple like that. Whereas in feminine, you just add a hey at the end. So one thing that is important to note is that if it ends on, let's say, like a final letter, like the final chaf we have in the example here, it obviously is switched to a regular chaf because it's no longer the last letter. So if you were trying to write it, you wouldn't just do this and add a hey at the end. You would also have to change the final chaf to regular chaf, and then you'd add your hey. So that is all the singular versions. Now, as soon as we're looking at plural, first person is the same as we saw in singular in that it's the same for male and female. Just add a nun vav at the end, halachnu, amarnu, achalnu, shatinu, whatever it is. Add the nu at the end, and same for male and female. And in the masculine second person, it's a taf mem, final mem at the end, halachtem, and for feminine, halachten, with the final nun. So those can sound very similar when read aloud, halachtem, halachten. So you'll sometimes hear Israelis really emphasizing the mem or the nun at the end, like halachten, you know, just to make sure that it's clear which one it is. And then in the third person, we again go back to the model here in plural of it being the same for male and female, just halchu. So whatever the root is, just add a vav at the end, and again, if it's a final letter, you change it before the end there. So we are going to practice this. We're going to go to a Padlet. Let me get the link for you. I'm going to put that in the chat. I'm going to stop it for 1 second so I can send it to you. So what we're going to do in this Padlet, let me know when you get the link. You'll see that we have, okay, good. So each one of these here is like a different column. And if you scroll with your mouse, see like the arrow keys, you'll see that it goes even further than you originally see. All the way on the far right, there's a column that says new verbs. Right next to that is the chart. It's just a copy of the chart that we just reviewed together. And then if you keep scrolling to the left.
Because you have this screen shared, I'm having trouble.
Oh, you can just exit out of me if that's.
I just need to exit full screen, and it wasn't doing it with the, so that I can see my tabs for the other. Okay, so here.
It's confusing having them both
and then I'll get that to.
Right, so then you see it goes, ani is the last one, it's all the way in the far left, and after the chart on the right, the first one is hem/hen. So based on the chart, you can now try to conjugate all of the verbs that you see up at the top. It says pa'alim, you see that amar, achal, ra'a, avad, ratza, ahav, sana, patach, and sagar. Do as many of those as you can. There are a couple.
I only see, wait, why do I see shata and nasa, like linsot and lishtot?
Correct, yes. So those
but I don't see the oh, I see up at the very top.
At the top. Exactly. Got it. Those ones are
Amar, achal.
Exactly. So the reason that that's in a different column, the new verbs nasa and shata, is that those are not verbs that have been taught in the course yet. But you are certainly welcome to try to conjugate them if you want to give it a shot. So amar and achal, you should have no problem doing. When you get to ra'ah, with the hey at the end, you know what to do there?
It becomes a tough, right?
Close, yeah. You just kind of drop the hey. So for example, like ani would be ra'iti. It becomes like a yud. In ata it would be ra'ita or ra'it.
Okay.
or
okay.
ra'inu.
So it just changes into the yud.
Exactly.
So the same for Ratza.
And the same thing.
Ratza would function the same way.
Correct.
But for Shana, right, like when it's the Aleph, it stays as the Aleph.
Exactly. It's exclusive to Hey, that rule.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So
and can I do this like, okay, so how do I write? So I can just write in and then just like in order listing them down? Is that?
Yeah, so you can start wherever you want. Under each one, hemhen, a tem, there's a plus sign. So if you just click on that plus sign, you can create your own post and write in that. Do you have Hebrew on your keyboard to be able to write in Hebrew?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Although why did I not just do it? Where did my cursor just go? Thought I was going to be able to write. Oh, there, it's under the little, I can't, I have like a little trash thing, and then it's when I'm in Hebrew, it like hides it. Okay. Yes, I do have Hebrew. However, I have it as the QWERTY, whatever, like the phonetic one, and I sometimes forget because it's not completely synced that way. So
yeah,
I have it like on my thing. So
are you on a Mac?
I sometimes have to like double check because I start to type. Yeah, I'm on a Mac.
So there is on
I have
a Mac
both.
also. Yeah, you can there is a second one you can install, and also if you go to the language tab up at the top where there's like the American flag or whatever flag there is, there's also an option if you like click that drop down menu, there's something that says show keyboard viewer, and then like a little Hebrew keyboard will show up, and you can use that with your mouse to type also if that's any easier.
Oh, okay. I have a question. Okay, so I typed in Amarti, hopefully correctly. I can't see it because it's underneath my little like trash thing.
All right, let's scroll all the way.
But now, how do I actually post it? Sorry, I'm a little technical. I'm old.
No, that's
slightly
technological. What shows up for me is just the Aleph and the Mem. It doesn't look like the whole word showed up. So if you want to go in and edit that, if you just scroll your mouse over.
Because I can actually see the other letters. I can't see the Aleph and the Mem, but I can see the other letter.
Okay, so you can just try to, if you want to start a new one there, if that one's confusing, so you can just press the plus sign again, you'll start a new post. And the way that it usually works is that once you hit the enter or return key, then it should post it for you right away.
Oh, okay. But it still didn't show the other letters? I'm so confused. Okay, I'm going to just try it one more time.
Yeah, try a new one.
So I just put it below it again.
Now I see it. Yep, now it says Amarti. Yeah,
okay.
You got it. Perfect.
And then do a new post for like the new verb, or just can I do like all the verbs?
You can just do it, exactly. You can just do it in a line.
Okay.
Okay, so you have Chalti and Ra'iti, excellent.
Echorim ba'anglit avad? Oh, oved, lavod. Never mind. Okay, got it. It takes, this is the one I always forget where ayin is because it's not where I want it to be.
How would you pronounce that one with avad?
Avadti?
Close, yeah, avaditi.
Avaditi. Oh, so it would have the two. Avadati, Raiti, Achalti, Amarti. Is there a particular, not like rule, but like what would be sort of like I know some of it is based for people that speak it fluently on like this is what I always had Hebrew teachers who were like, well, because it sounds wrong the other way. And I'm like, it doesn't sound wrong to me because I don't know what it's supposed to sound like. But like, is there a particular, I don't know, like, there's a rule, right? Like if it's the end of the word is the chet with the the particular vowel underneath, then you pronounce it ach instead of cha or whatever. Is there like a particular rule of like certain letters would get that extra?
So there should be, for example, like amarti, it would end on that like, the shva sound, same with achalti. So the same way it would be avaditi, but because it's the only reason that kind of sounds like it's an extra is because of kind of the switch from the dalet sound to the tav sound. It's just how those two letters kind of sound together.
Okay.
because otherwise they can slur into each other to the avati, and you can't tell the difference between the dalet and the tav. But ra'iti, the reason that one gets a different vowel there and it ends on a T sound, it ends on a chirik instead of a shva, you have the dot underneath, is because of that additional yud instead of the hey. So that's what changes that sound there. Right, otherwise, it's going to end on a shva sound before you add the suffix.
Okay. Hafti.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. And how would you pronounce for shinati?
This one is actually, it's a sin. Have you heard that word before? Snow, to hate.
To hate. I don't know that one, actually. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's a good one to know. The opposite of ahavti.
Okay.
So this would be sineti.
And is the, if I'm writing out least note, it's lamed.
It would just be least no, actually, with no tab at the end. Just least no.
Oh, with the aleph, so not with the...
Exactly.
Okay, got it. At least, no, so the vowel is just the little dot without the actual vav in there.
Exactly.
If you were to write
Sometimes
it out.
You'll see it written with the vav, but usually without, right?
Okay, good to know.
I've
discovered for myself too that I need to actually write the vocab down. I think that's helpful. I'm not used to online classes, so I finally figured out I like a notebook and
I like
rewriting vocab.
Yeah,
helpful for me to practice writing out my script, although I'm not sure it's all totally legible to anyone else. But
as long as it's legible to you.
Okay.
With adding a tav to the shem paul, like you were saying, least no, we wouldn't add the tav there because it ends with an aleph. But if it ends with a hey, like ratzah, the same way we changed it here to a yud, there is where it would become lirtzot or lirot.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Petachti, betuach, that's open, right? And sigur is closed.
Okay. You got it. Good.
Petachti. Okay.
Cool. Excellent.
Right.
All right. You got all of them. You want to try a tap?
Sure. Oh. Yeah, I can see now that it just has the aleph mem on that first one.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that first time.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to do a blank one first so that then I can see the full word as I type it in. Okay, so a ta, which never works as well for me, then has the ta at the end. Okay,
correct.
So then we have but we have no vowels, right? So it just, that's it.
We'll just know that that's it. There is a way to type with vowels, but it's complicated, so don't worry about it.
Okay. So it would be avadita.
You got it.
For pronunciation? Okay.
Correct. Perfect.
It slowly is coming back. Very, very slowly. No, wrong letter. Retsita. I feel like that's the easiest one.
You're used to that one. Okay.
What would the pronunciation of that be?
Petachta.
Petachta. Okay. Petachta sakarta.
You got it.
Okay.
Okay, so at now, You can even do a copy paste if you want of all of this, but we can just run through what the pronunciation would be. That would be different.
Okay, so then pronunciation would be amart, achalt,
that's right.
Rait, avadit.
Yeah, good.
Ratsit, ahavat,
Ahavt.
or ahavt.
Ahavt. Yeah.
Okay. Ahavt. That seems very awkward, but okay.
Yeah.
Shanat.
Sinate. Remember this is sin?
Oh, I keep doing that.
It's an unfamiliar one. You'll learn it.
Will you say it again for me?
Sinate.
Sinate.
Or sinata for the masculine version.
Okay. Lisnot sinate.
Lisno without the tav. Lisno.
Lisno. I was reading it too, and I have no tav there, but I need to like.
It rolls off the tongue that way. It's a similar sound to the hey one, so.
Okay. Lisno. Okay, so sinat. Pitacht.
Correct.
Sagart.
Good.
Okay. But you want me to type these all in? It won't let me copy and paste.
Oh, I just copied and pasted it for you. If you refresh, you'll see it's there.
Okay. Oh, it is still there. Okay, let me refresh that real quick. Woohoo! Okay, so then who is just going to be for he, just, so now if it's just the root on the ones that have the hey, it just stays as the root, right? It doesn't change.
Exactly. Yeah. You would just set it's just in the pronunciation, exactly. So it'd be Amar, Achal, etc.
Avad, Ratsa.
Correct.
Ahav, Sina, Patach, Sagar?
Sagar, yep.
Okay. Sorry, I'll type it in. It just takes me longer than...
Oh, please. It's part of the practice. It's good.
Yeah. Sina. Okay.
Excellent. Okay, what would we do for he?
So then Amara.
Amra.
Ra. Okay. So Amar Ra. Okay. So Achla.
Correct. Yes, good.
Okay. Achla.
So still the root ends on a shva sound, and then there is an ah sound afterwards that's added. Instead of being amar, it's amra or achla.
Okay.
Now again, we're going to have our ra'a and ratsa are going to be our exception ones again, since they had the hey. So we had a yud added instead before. In this case, there is a tav added, just like we were saying for the Shem Poal versions. So here it's going to be instead of
Ratsta.
Ratsta, Ra'ata, exactly.
Okay, Ra'at. Ratsta. Ra. So for Ra, it would be Ra-ta?
Ra'ata, actually. Because once we have that extra, again, since these are the exception words, the vowel sound is going to change also. So it'll be ra'ata, or that one actually is really its own exceptions. Otherwise, it'd be ra'ta. You'd still end on ishva there, but ra'ata would be our, because you go straight from the aleph to the hey. There's not too many like that. Because you have two ah sounds in a row.
So
that's what kind of creates that ra-ah-ah.
So if I'm, but it would still be resh aleph yud hey.
So here would be the tav.
Or how would it be? Oh, okay. So resh aleph tav hey.
Resh aleph tav hey, exactly.
So ra. Okay. Okay. Of da, right?
Yeah,
of
good.
Da.
Okay.
Ratsta, which we just did.
Yeah.
Ahav. Ahata or ahav. Ahava.
Ahava, exactly.
Okay.
Like that skincare lotion from the Dead Sea, if you've ever heard of it. Ahava lotion.
Okay. And that's also the same when it's used as a noun, right? Ahava?
Correct.
Okay. Sin-a?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
And that's also the same when used as a noun. Hate.
Okay. Pitra?
Patra.
Patra? Okay. What letters do I need? Sorry.
You're doing good.
Sagra? Siga.
Yeah, sagra. Sagra.
Okay.
Got it. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move over to anachnu.
So, amarnu, achalnu.
Good.
Ra'inu.
Good, you got it.
Ra'inu. What did I type there? Like I typed something really weird.
Oh, I think you wrote avad instead of avet for avad.
Oh, whoops. Okay. That's what happens when it's like phonetic and the V is next to the E.
Exactly.
In my head, I have to like do it. Okay. So avadnu, ratsinu,
good.
Ratsinu, ahavnu, sananu.
Sinenu.
For there's a mem.
No, sinenu. There's a nun already in the root, and then there's another nun that's added at the end. So it does have a double nun sound. Sinenu.
Sinenu. And the aleph is still in there?
Yes, the aleph never gets changed, only the hey.
Okay. Sinenu, patachnu, sagarnu.
Correct. Very good.
Okay. And now I have to type them. Okay. Arnu. new. Let's see, new. Have new. Seen on. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Seen on new. Okay. Okay. So a tem just has the tem at the end. So amartem, achaltem, ra'item, avadtem, avaditem?
Avaditem, exactly.
Okay. Ratzitem, ahavtem, sinatem, sanatem. Sinetem. Okay. Sinetem, patachtem, slagartem.
Good, yes.
Haltem. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
I don't know how to go back and will it let me edit it?
Yeah. Oh, if you like scroll your mouse over, there's a little pencil icon at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, that's at it.
Okay. I'll have Tim. No. Not him. Okay. Okay, so then same idea, right? So amarten, achalten, right.
Exactly. It's just a final nun instead of a final mem, so it's pronounced slightly differently. Yeah.
Ra'iten, avadaten, ratziten, ahavten.
You got it.
Sinetem.
Good.
Patachten, sagarten.
Very good.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, so the last one, hemahen. Do you remember what to do here? The same for both.
So, ru, alchu, no, achlu.
Right.
Ra'u or
Ra'inu. Ra'inu.
With an extra nun?
No, the hey turns to the yet again here.
Ra'i you.
Ra'in. Oh, sorry. I was in Nahnu. I'm sorry. This is just Ra'u. This is Ra'u. You drop the hay. Yeah.
Okay. So it just doesn't have, it just has the two. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the same would be true for Ratsa also. What would Ratsa turn into?
Ratsu.
Correct, yes.
Avdu. Sorry.
Avdu, good.
Avdu, Ratsu, Ahavu.
Ahavu, correct.
Okay. Sinu. Patru.
Good.
Sagru.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'm not sure if I just typed that correctly or not. So Ra'u, right? Just Resh Aleph Vav.
Resh Aleph and Vav, exactly.
Let's do. Okay.
Okay, perfect. You want to give, you can just say it instead of writing. I know that takes a while. Give either Nasa or Shata a try. What you think maybe you should add?
Okay. So Nasiti, Nasita, Nasit, Nasa, Nasa.
Good.
Okay. Nasanu, Nasatem, Nasaten, Nasu.
Good. Now try Shata. Remember, it has a hey at the end, so it's the same idea of dropping in and changing to a yud or a tav, or dropping all together in the hem hen.
Okay. Shatiti?
Good, yeah.
Okay. Shatita, Shatit. Shatat.
Where are you?
Right?
After Shatit.
For the mass.
Oh, yeah.
For the masculine.
Just Shata. That just keeps
Shata.
the root in.
It keeps the root with the hey. Okay. Shata. And then it changes to the tough for the feminine. Oh, okay. Shatta.
Yeah, Shatata. You got it.
It's
a funny sounding one.
Okay. Shatta. Okay. So Shata, Shatata. Shainu. Shaitem. Right. Okay. Shatinu. Shatitem.
Good.
Shatiten.
What would the last one be?
Shatu.
Just Shatu. You got it. Excellent. Okay, good. Any questions about past tense? It seems like you've got it down.
No, that was a good review.
Okay,
it's there somewhere in my brain.
It's there. Okay, good. I'm also going to put the link of this onto our Schoology page if you want to review it or anything like that along with this chart. Okay, so I just want to show you what the activities are for next time. So you, hang on. How far did you get in Unit 2? Did you complete all the way through Activity 4?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we are going to do the next few activities from there. let me put my share back on now that I'm in Schoology. Okay, so this one here is just like an answer on Schoology type of activity. Just about how you volunteer. So it's like a chat thing. You just write a comment at the bottom. And there should be an option in answering once you start typing. You see this little microphone comes up. So that's a way to add a recording.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to get that to work, but I can add you can also upload a recording.
You can also upload if you know how to do it externally, then yes.
I haven't been able to figure out how to make that other one work.
Oh, really? Sorry.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Okay. Then we have a Quizlet just to review some of the words we've done in this unit so far. And then in the next one, just post your score and some feedback. And then the next thing to do, just 8 is where we're going to stop for this time. This is a activity about building a world of kindness, back on this theme of volunteer work. So this one is about a specific organization in Israel called Shalva. I don't know if you've heard of it. It helps children with special needs. So there's a little introduction in English, and then there's a story in Hebrew, but there's like English words interspersed in parentheses, which hopefully will help you understand it. And then based on the text that you read, you're going to answer some true or false multiple choice questions. And then watch a video about a day at Shalva, and then do a couple more activities about that. Okay. Any questions about what to do until next week?
Nope. And just so through the 7, which is the feedback for like all the previous ones, but then starting that next one.
Right. Exactly. So 5 through 8. Okay.
Cool.
Fantastic. All right. Great to see you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.